first, your reaction to what Conor said.
Yeah, I was surprised. Came out of nowhere last night. But, a lot of people were speculating that it was, like you said, posturing because of negotiate. But we really haven't been negotiating that hard. He said that in Chicago. I saw that. And he sent me a text. And I've never had a bad conversation with Conor McGregor since he's been in the UFC.
What did he say in the text?
Oh, he went back and he said, I feel I should own a piece of the company. I said, Conor, that's never going to happen. But this was a couple weeks ago. And then last night when he did. But listen, I don't know why everybody's so shocked about it. When you think about it, ever since the Floyd Mayweather fight, I've been saying you don't know if this guy's ever going to fight again. He's fought twice since he won in 2016. He has the opportunity to sit back. He has enough money to do whatever he wants to do. His whiskey is killing it and doing really well right now. And I'm sure he's going to be successful at whatever he decides to do.
All right, so it looked like for a little bit that Conor and Cowboy were in discussions. The negotiations had fallen through because the UFC wanted the fight to happen as a co-main event, and Conor McGregor didn't want that. Is there truth to that?
Yes, that did happen. But every time I deal with Conor, there's always something. There's always something to deal with, and we get it figured out.
Can you explain to me the rationale behind Conor McGregor being a co-main event?
Well, let me ask you a question. We were going to do the fight that was going to be on the card with him was probably going to be the heavyweight championship. Should that be the co-main event?
I believe so. If Conor McGregor's on the card, yes.
Well, the more people I hear from the fans and the media and all this shit, if I end up putting Conor McGregor not as a champion on the main event, I guess I don't have to listen to any bullshit, do I? So if I didn't do it this way, and everybody, I just made him the main event with no title, no nothing, everybody would go fucking mental and go nuts and start chirping about,
you think so?
He gets favoritism. Oh, 100%.
I believe, Carrie, that Conor wants to fight again. I know for a fact that they were in talks to have him return in July. I also believe him when he says, I'm ready to walk away. This time around, this is about negotiations. This is about money. This is about getting his proper piece of the pie. And he's not happy with the way things are going. And Dana White did an interview last night and said that they were not going to do the Nate Diaz trilogy fight. And that's a fight that has been of interest to Conor. And I think that in MMA and in the UFC, as opposed to boxing, no one tells Floyd Mayweather or the biggest boxing stars what to do, who they can fight, when they can fight. And Conor doesn't like someone telling him who he's going to fight, when he's going to fight, what spot on the card. And I think that he took that very personally and seriously.
Do you believe this makes sense that he is done with the sport because of money?
I think it's a little bit about money. I think it's about respect. I think it's about his piece of the pie, pay-per-view points. I think it's about all those things. And I think it's very notable that Dana White has come out and told the media that he thinks it's time for Conor to retire, that he thinks this is the right call. This is a public spat, if you will, between the UFC and Conor McGregor, and they're both trying to tell each other who needs who more. And Dana coming out and telling the media that I think it's good that he walks away, that's him telling the world we don't need you. That's him telling Conor we can move on without you. Right this moment, the UFC needs Conor McGregor more than Conor McGregor needs the UFC. In 5 years, that may change, but that's Dana telling the world we're good here. I don't buy for a second that the UFC doesn't want Conor McGregor around, doesn't want to have him fight on an upcoming card.
Yo, what's up, guys? I want to give you some, kind of fight news. Not really, though. So here's the deal. And Dana came out and said this morning they're looking to do me and Masvidal. I heard that. I said yes last week. It didn't take me more than 10 seconds to say, of course, George, let's do this. You think you're a gangster. Well, now I'm starting to hear he's getting cold feet. He doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to fight me because he's scared. George, just tell the people, are you scared? If you're scared, I will move on to somebody else. If you're not scared, June 8th, Chicago, I'm free, you're free, let's do this. It's really simple. The winner's probably going to get a title shot, George, so there's quite a bit on the line, and I think it would be in your best interest to stop being a chicken and just say yes.
When you woke up this morning and you saw the tweet from Conor McGregor, what did you think?
We saw it last night, actually. We were up. I don't believe it. I don't think it's happening. I really don't. I think it's just a ploy to stay relevant, and I don't think he's going anywhere. I think he just put that out there to stir up the media. And I've read something this morning that he might be going to WWE. I don't know. So he might have to get out of his UFC contract to do that. Retiring is one way out, but I doubt it. He's not going anywhere.
You had a fight in Brooklyn not that long ago. You won that fight, and immediately Conor's camp sort of reached out to you. When that happened, what was your reaction to that?
Yeah, we were like, yes. We were like, absolutely, let's go this. And then all of a sudden, he speaks with the UFC. We're supposed to be getting a fight. They wanted it for April. He said he wouldn't be ready for April. Let's push it back to July. And then he just went radio silent. Couldn't hear from him. Couldn't get a hold of him. So it was crazy. It was like he was all for it, and then just went radio silent. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what's going on with him or what the plan is. But I don't think he's going anywhere. He might step away for a little bit, but he'll be back.
Why do you think you aren't fighting him?
I was just done waiting, done playing the game. I said he just went radio silent. It's like I could just sit and wait. And then all of a sudden something like this happens and he retires, Like I'd have just been out. So I said, I'm not going to sit and wait for you, Conor. I'm going to go take another fight. You want to fight me in July? I'll fight now and I'll fight you again. So I was just saying I want to fight sooner than later. So the UFC offered me Iaquinta. He's ranked number 3. I'm trying to make a title run. So I took that fight, and I don't know. I just say yes. I don't understand these people that want to talk a lot and then not take the fight. Like I was offered Diaz also, and I said yes, and then Diaz went radio silent. So I had Conor and Diaz both trying to stay relevant, and then they don't want to fight. I don't understand the sport. I don't understand these guys. They want to talk big and then not go through with it.
There was a little speculation that Cowboy was going to fight Conor, and you weren't sure. How did this fight actually come about? Was this Cowboy was sick of waiting, or what exactly happened that made? Because it is a little bit short notice for 5 rounds.
Yeah, I think he was kind of waiting for Conor, and then I don't know, who the hell knows what's going on with that guy. So yeah, they offered it to him. He said yes. I said yes. It's a good fight for the division right now. Everything's kind of all over the place. So I think it's a fan-friendly fight. Two guys to throw down, So I think I'm just excited. It's a guy that I like these fights when it's people that I've been a fighter that I've watched coming up. Like I remember him in the WEC when I hadn't even stepped foot in an MMA gym. I was still just a wrestler, and I was like looking at the guys at the top of the game and wondering how I do against them. At the time I was just like, I just wrestle everybody, and now I've come so far and everything, and it's really cool to get in there with guys that I've been watching pretty much my entire career and see how I stack up, because I always think I could beat them, and I always know it's possible, so it's going to be fun.
Yeah, and now if you do win this fight, again, where do you think it puts you? Because, again, you have Khabib out for a while. You have Dustin fighting Max Holloway. Ferguson can't fight for a little while at least, and then that leaves Conor. I mean, what do you see yourself, if you win this fight, do you see yourself getting a fight with him after this?
I don't know. I could see it go a million different ways. Who knows? You're talking about with Conor?
Yeah.
I don't know what his deal is. He's calling out. Everybody that wins, it's almost like, congratulations on your win. I'm blessing you with the opportunity. I don't give a shit, So if I beat Cowboy, I'd rather fight for like a title or something like that, but if that fight happens, it'd be good. I don't know. I'm just worried about Cowboy. I think that's a tough enough task, but beating him opens a million doors. So I'm excited for this one.
Big news today, Conor McGregor retired from mixed martial arts.
Do we really think Conor McGregor is retiring from competition now?
No, I don't either. And that's what I'm saying. I'm only messing around when I say I'm out of retirement. I mean, who knows? Could he retire? 100%. Has he got the money to do that and sit on his ass and do nothing? Yeah. Is it likely? Not in the slightest. I don't think he is. I mean, I think he has the fire burning inside him. He wants to come back and show the world that he could possibly get his belt back. I think he certainly wants to try. And certainly the allure of those massive paydays, which he does get, is tempting enough for anybody. But he's also got the whiskey stuff, and he's got some other stuff, the McGregor fast and all that shit. So he's got lots going on. So what's probably going on is he's probably asked for a lot of money, which he deserves, because he is the biggest draw the company's ever seen. And they've said, you're out of your goddamn mind. And by the way, once again, this is pure speculation, but they've said no. And he said, okay, all right, well, you can play that game. I'm retired. There you go. Boom. And then we'll see who breaks first. Now, of course, Brett Okamoto from ESPN has had a statement off Dana. Now, either I'm just a conspiracy theorist, out of my mind, or I'm a genius and I've guessed it correctly. Maybe Dana is like, yeah, because in his statement to Brett Okamoto, he was like, yeah, good for him. If he's retired, I wish him the best. Or maybe that's just Dana calling his bluff and saying, yeah, I know what's going on. I know he wants more money. We won't give it to him. So therefore he's retired and I'm playing it along. And I'm saying, yeah, good for you, Conor. Enjoy your retirement. Or I'm out of my goddamn mind and I'm joining Eddie Bravo as a flat earther. One or the other.